Alright, what's up, everybody? Dang, man, I can't believe I was late tonight. I was trying so hard to be on time. Ended up being 8 minutes late anyway. Well, it happens. Alright, anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. Let's get this stream started, man. I got a lot to do. My energy is capped. Gotta spend that, and I actually think I have a refill. That's, I'll get that tomorrow. We got time on it, but I've got one like expiring soon. So, I also want to knock out the last little bit of the boss rush potentially. Maybe we'll see about that. All right. Anyway, tell the boss to send it over $1. Thank you, dude. Appreciate that. You know what's coming. Let's not delay things any further. Slap. Thank you, dude. Big Blue, fine. I'll go to bed. Yeah, man, you go to bed. It's past your bedtime, young man. All right. Let me get a tweet out real quick, man. Don't even know what I want to say today. Let's see. Latest Marvel Champions. Listen, when I challenged, actually, yeah, when I challenged people to bring it for the Summoner Showdown, I didn't think anyone was actually listening. Congrats to all the winners. Yes! No! No! Okay. Tweet? Good enough. Cool, man. Thank you for the daily reminder that I'm up too late. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. Got your back, man. You know that. Slappity doodah, slappity yay. My oh my, it's a sunshiny day. That's how you feel when you get slapped like that? No wonder you're after so many slaps, man. Makes you happy, it seems. But what's up, everybody? MCOC Rift, first one in here. Got Donut Comp, easy. BG, congrats on Torch. Did the boss rush today, and boy, do I regret swapping out Omega for a Warlock. A Life Cycle Surfer took 3 team revives to get down. Oh boy. Woof. That's rough, dude. Yeah, Life Cycle's actually pretty difficult to get through. There are, of course, counters to it. Some pretty effective ones. My personal favorite from the 6.1 days was Void. But yeah, if you don't have the right champion to counter Life Cycle, it could actually be pretty tough. And the fact that that dude has extra power gain and all that. Whew. Got him to 1% in one fight? Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just that Life Cycle, right? Okay, hashtag baby raid, baby cham raid. Well, thank you for the raid. Appreciate the baby cham raid. All right, let's get this underway though, man. Ooh, let me set this to auto. There we go. Cruillian sending over a one of them, or I'm sorry, 10 of them arses. Thank you very much for the 10 arses. Let me hop into some stuff first. Beta's closed. Yes, I know. I didn't go through these earlier. Hero use. Yes, I know. Doesn't even tell me my rank. What kind of nonsense? Okay. Start with an energy dump. Before we get to anything else, just go to master mode. A good 3-er. And yeah, this team will be able to handle it, no problem. Okay, Corellia, just saying, hey BH. Who's BH? I'm just kidding. What's up, dude? Good to see you in here, man. Thank you very much for the 10 arses. Okay, let me see. We got a potion at the top, a potion at the bottom. Was there a potion at the top or no? It was potion in the middle. Okay, well, potion at the bottom. Let's go bottom. Let's do it. BG just finished a job interview today. 6 long hours of corporate plebs grinding my butt. Whoa, what? Grinding your butt? What kind of job are you interviewing for? It's good to be done with it. Your stream helped me relax last night before the interview, so thanks. Well, dude, I hope it went well, man. Good luck to you. That is a lengthy process right there. Holy moly. 6 hours. Were you... Is it like... Dude, that's got to be an important job or something, man. 6 hours. Holy crap. Congrats to Torch BG. Thank you very much.
Man, love
BG back for another stream. Got a 5-star class awakening gem crystal and was hoping for a mystic awakening gem to awaken my voodoo, but got unlucky and got a skill. But where is the part 2? I'll be waiting for part 2. But in the meantime, before we get there, Corey sent over a bug saying, Brian, how the hell are you? You're right. If at first you don't succeed, try again. But enough Shakespeare quotes. You know, I don't even know enough about Shakespeare. For all I know, that could have come from him. Let's talk about your shiny bald head. It's bald and round, almost like a bean. A bean with a beard. Also, happy birthday, Peon the 11th. Holy crap, dude. We're up to Peon the 11th already? Holy moly. There's a lot of them. It is a whole lot of them. But Corey, thank you very much for the buck, dude. Appreciate it, man. Shouldn't you have a larger amount of subs? You're a great YouTuber. Well, thank you. I do have lots of subs, unless you're talking to someone else in here, because there are. I feel like there's members of the community that do not have enough subscribers. But that's how YouTube goes. It takes time before people catch on. All right, hold on. Was there ever a part 2 from Cruillian? I don't see it just yet. Wait, let me read this again. Yeah, there is going to be a part 2, right? I feel like there's going to be some skill champion that gets awakened that you're happy about. I'm hoping for the happy ending. But alright, I'll continue to wait. MBG ranked up my Aegon and got Cav today. Hey, Alex, congrats. To celebrate, I got 5 featured Cav crystals. Pulled a 5-star Professor X. Dude. Well, that's a nice celebration right there. What are you going to do to celebrate the Professor X? No, never mind. Don't. It's a very slippery slope. Just be happy with the celebration. No need to celebrate any further. BG accidentally rank 3 my Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Cat Marvel, Namor all together. Accidentally wait, hold on. Yeah, accidentally ranked all of those champs? How is that possible? I feel like you could be lying, perhaps. Cruillian sent over another 10 artists saying, but, okay, so to recap here, wanted the Mystic Awakening gem, didn't get it, got the skill, but got a 4-star Sentinel, maxed them out, and completed Act 4. Oh, nice, man. That's good, dude. Congrats on the Act 4 completion. Moving right along, dude. Getting into the real I don't know, difficult content, I would say. I don't want to scare you off. You're in the belly of the beast. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Venturing off into uncollected lands. Or perhaps not yet. But either way, Nice, dude. Alright, Hollow Skeleton sending over Buck saying, just found a game called Skullgirls, and I'm enjoying it, especially for the individual skill trees for characters. You know, Dave, I don't know if Dave still plays that game, but he was pretty into that game over on the Dork Lessons channel, the one and only Dorky Diggity Dave, you know. I never played it. It didn't look like the type of game that I would be into, although who knows, maybe I would have enjoyed it, but I never tried it. I do wish that MCOC had something like that though, man. I didn't realize that game had individual skill trees for characters. We needed an MCOC. Well, some people would disagree with that, but in my opinion, oh god, I would love to see it. It'd be so cool. But how Skeleton, thank you for the buck, dude. PG, how good is both Cap Marvel and Fury Awakened together? I would say this good. I don't know, man. How am I supposed to quantify that? they're just very good. They're a very strong combination of champions. But I can't really put like a number on it. I mean, let's see. Out of 10, I'll give them a 10. They're very strong. All right, let's hit the arenas. Done with the energy dump. Downside of having a rank 3 torch is how bad he is with suicides. Hard to run suicides for arena if using torch in war. Yeah, I hear you, man. Torch really kind of sucks with the suicides. I feel like he'd be a good candidate for half suicides potentially, but the problem there is that most people running half suicides they run the bleed half for a reason. It's you don't really want the permanent poison on yourself if you could avoid it. But there might be potentially a setup that would not be too bad for that. I don't know if I'm going to be using torch in war. He was on defense previously, and when I ranked him up, you know, the officers in the chat were basically saying like, okay, yeah, we're gonna pull him off defense. It's just too good of an option to use offensively and all that. And I'm a little bit concerned about what you said, basically. Exactly nailed it. He just with the bleed and all the potions that could potentially have to use, or switching the masteries and all that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it all out. Either way, he's gonna help me out with the Abyss, which is hopefully gonna give me other champions to rank up, and yeah. So usually just max sig Doom and hit 10k prestige. It isn't much, but it feels good, or it feels good. Yeah, man. No, 10k, dude, that's a big milestone. For sure, man. Congrats on your Doom. Good stuff. Say, have you tried mixing opposite sides like Ultron and Iron Man? What? Mixing opposite sides? Like Ultron, Iron Man? Are you just talking about like story-wise, since they're not exactly best buds in the story? Well, actually, didn't Iron Man like create Ultron or something like that? I wasn't paying attention as closely as maybe I should have in the movies, and I didn't read the comics, but yeah, man. I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about this game is you can mix whatever champions you want. Some work better than others, but you can kind of throw in whatever you like to see. Ryan sending over 5 of them Australian bucks. Ryan Livens, I said last name. Sorry if I messed it up. Sorry if it's Livens, but I think it's Livens, right? Saying finally completed 5.2.4 in war at the moment. So, or no, finally completed 5.2.4 in war at the moment. So can't complete uncollected yet. Can't wait. Keep up the good work. What are the benefits of uncollected? Well, dude, congrats. 5.2.4. That's definitely the biggest hurdle to overcome. I don't want to say it's going to be easy to get through the next 2 quests because it's Bane, and Bane it's rough. It's not an easy node, but I would say the masochism that you got through that node is typically more difficult for most people, at least, to get through. So yeah, man, uncollected is definitely in sights. As far as the benefits for being uncollected, we can take a look at them real quick. You can actually see them in game. I don't know how many people even realize that this option's here, but what you can do is go to the story section, and if you click on the blue progress bar up there, it tells you all the different benefits that you gain for hitting each of these milestones. So for uncollected here, we've got the exclusive uncollected difficulty, of course, the Grandmaster calendar, where you get 1 Grandmaster crystal every 14 days. Not the biggest thing, but hey, man, it's something, right? It adds up. Of course, you can get Grandmaster crystals if you want. You have the uncollected arena crystals, which in my opinion are just slightly better than the regular ones. Same units, but slightly more gold. The uncollected gold crystal, the premium hero discount, which don't get that. The daily crystal, which is nice. The free 4-hour crystal. Title, and the Black ISO market. Now, this doesn't tell you the full story, actually. That's the last thing on the list, but there are some other things. It doesn't mention the Glory Store, but the Glory Store is slightly improved. Well, maybe more than slightly. I actually don't know the difference that you get for titles and stuff like that, but I know there is a difference in the Glory Store. There's also a difference in the offers that come around, and things like that. So but yeah, that's pretty much the benefits. Ooh, we're already maxed out. How much time? We still have like another week before the season starts, right? I'm not going to use this. Okay, never mind. But yeah, man, it's a good set of benefits for sure, dude. Thank you very much for the 5. Good luck with it. Alex sending over bucks saying a celebration dollar. Well, dude, all right, man. Thank you very much for the celebration dollar. Appreciate it, man. Is that Rip934? What's up, dude? What's up, Rip? Same BG. Welcome to the 6-star rank 3 club. I'm proud of you, buddy. Thanks, man. I'm proud of you. Oh man, I had the thumb out, but it's just the finger, right? Proud of you. But yeah, thank you, dude. All right, let's get back to the arena. Let's do it up. Loki cheesed it. The cheese was amazing. Are we talking about the Ultron fight? Yep, that final Ultron boss of the chapter was disgusting when I did it a year ago. Yeah, I remember that was like one of the few times people were like, Loki is actually useful? What? I didn't use Loki myself, but a lot of people actually did for that fight. Hey Beaver, I've been meaning to ask you this question. Do you like some champions because of their animations or because of their overall rating? Rating as in like their PI, or do you mean just like how I rate their abilities? Because the overall rating, as far as like the PI, that is a totally irrelevant number. I don't look at that one bit. Animations, they actually do matter though. They don't necessarily matter in terms of like if something looks especially nice or is extra flashy or something like that. It's more of like the feel of the champion, how their animations feel. That matters to me a lot. It's one of the reasons why I've never really enjoyed playing someone like Domino, even though she's a strong champion. I just feel like her animations are super clunky. Other people might disagree with that, but that's how I feel, at least. Right? It's all that personal preference. So yeah, there's a healthy amount of that kind of determining which champions I like, but largely it's their actual abilities. It's their overall damage output, survivability, the utility they bring to the table, all that good stuff wrapped up. Gee, I'm ecstatic right now. I just opened a legendary crystal, 4 to 5 Ultimate Crystal, and pulled 5-star Ghost. Hey, remember how I showed you my 5 stars? Such an improvement to the roster. There you go, man. Congrats. That is one of the best pulls, arguably the best pull to get as a 5-star. So congrats. We just watched your Medusa video from a few years ago. Just noticed you were wearing the same hoodie that's in your logo. Why don't you wear it anymore? It's not exactly the same hoodie that's in my logo because I don't actually have that hoodie. That was just Solo made that a long time ago, and it was kind of his interpretation. Like I told him, I can't remember exactly what I told him. I told him pretty much what I was looking for. I don't know if I said like color wise, but green just happens to be like favorite color pretty much. So yeah, I do have a green hoodie, but it's definitely not it definitely wasn't taken from that, because this one is like yellow on like the zipper part and stuff like that. The other one definitely not. Oh man, I haven't even worn a hoodie in a long time, but we're getting a little bit closer towards winter time here. I don't even know if I need it though. Like I don't know, man. I used to love wearing hoodies because they're just so comfortable to be in, man. But I don't know. Lately, I've been enjoying just wearing regular t-shirts. It's one of the reasons why I want to lose weight, though, is because like I feel like these shirts I've had for years, man. Most of them I've had for, I don't know, like 5+ years, and I don't have that many, so I just like rotate them around, right? Just wear the same ones over and over and over again, and they're getting a little bit raggedy, and I'd like to get some new shirts, but you know, every time you get new clothes, you want them to fit nicely and all that, right? And of course it'd be nice if I dropped a few pounds before doing that. It's probably not gonna happen. I'll probably just get some shirts. They're only like $5 or $10 or whatever, since I just get like the no brand plain shirts. 3-star equals 3220 ? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Wow. Yeah, the rating, as I kind of just mentioned, the rating is totally irrelevant. It doesn't mean anything. It's higher than you might be used to seeing, due to the mastery setup that I have. I don't have a mastery setup, a special mastery setup that's targeted at bumping up the rating, because again, it's irrelevant. But I have what's known as the suicide masteries, which greatly boosts your champion's attack rating. It's in the top right corner of the offensive tree, liquid courage and double edge, and that's why my champion's PI is so high. Do you like beans in the color green? Do you like green beans? I do actually, yeah. BG, happy B-Day to you and me. Congrats on Torch, by the way. Thanks, man. Happy birthday to you. It ain't my birthday, but it sounds like it is yours. So happy birthday. That's you ran 3 Torch. Thanks, KT. Look thin and healthy to me. You only see me from the head up. If you saw my gut, you'd understand. But it's okay. I wasn't fishing for compliments or anything like that. I'm fine with it as far as like it affecting my confidence or whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. Not for this at least. If I was like out somewhere, well then I'd be like, suck it in, man. Gotta look good. BG, check Twitter, please. Okay, what do we got on the Twitter? Okay, I think this is your name, right? Oof, got stopped in your tracks by Silver Surfer, huh? He's a rough one, man. He's a rough one. What you can do, I don't know if this helps at all, because a few people were having some troubles with this node. There's a few ways around it. Number one is using the Despair Mastery in a champion that applies lots of debuffs, like Venom here. Could do an alright job, especially with the nodes that are attached to Silver Surfer, where ideally you have more buffs than he does. This way you don't have to deal with his power gain. So you could do something like that. You could also save for your special 3. I don't think Quake plays around life cycle, right? I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. But you could also save for your special 3 and you know, knock him down when he's fairly low, and just pop the L3 and that'll finish him too. But it is a rough one. Okay, let's keep it moving. A lot of ground to cover, man. I did not get any arena time in today. I'm gonna get all the units this round though, man. I need to keep the unit grind going. Really need it. I don't know why, because Kabam's not offering any sig stones for units. But maybe one day they will, and when that day happens, I need to be ready. Does it get you more points with suicides, or does it just make the fights go by faster? It's both, but it's mostly the fact that the fights go faster. You get I forget the exact calculations for the arena points. I think it's 0.3 points per PI of your champion or something like that. So yeah, it's a pretty minor amount of extra points that you gain. It's pretty small. But yeah, the fights, they go by a fair bit faster. I would say I've tested it out before. I would say it's about 15 to 20% faster based on my memory, which could be slightly off, but yeah. And just in general, even though 15 to 20%, it might not sound like it's the biggest deal in the world to potentially make some sacrifices elsewhere and have to rank up certain champions and things like that. But it makes it so much more enjoyable. Like if you're building up your streak, right? And you're going through the super annoying infinite streak matchups where the opponent, they're just playing dumb, walking up to you like, huh? Are we in the arena? I forgot. And not attacking, not using their special, none of that stuff, right? Well, when you're running the suicides, a lot of times you can just kill them. And you don't have to bait out a special, and you just ignore that kind of AI, and you just kind of plow right on through. So that's way more enjoyable. Not to mention, you know, when you're using your top champions, that might not be that bad to not have the extra damage. You know, Medusa does just fine even without suicide. She gains the attack from her furies and all that, right? But when you start to use champions like Groot, if you're going that deep into your roster, oh god, man, if you're not doing it with suicides, those fights can be excruciating. And yeah, overall it just makes it so you don't have to pay as much attention to, which I really like. All right, Yuki, send it over 3 of them Polish bucks. Yuki, thank you very much. Where are you at? Saying, Brian, as long as you can see your snake from above the rock, you're not fat. Hashtag facts. Yuki, thank you very much, man. It's a good message. Thanks, dude. Well, either way, okay, forget even the fat argument or whatever, right? Because I don't feel like standing up to show you guys my gut. Either way, I could use a little bit more strength all over, but especially like the upper body strength, man. I want the glamour muscles, want the big biceps so I can flex. No, actually, I don't really care about that stuff, but I do want to be a little bit stronger, you know what I mean? J Divine BG, although I think the 7-hour rewards are a joke in regards to us Cav players, I do like the other things they are doing with the 22-hour events and greater and solo crystals. You know, I didn't get a chance to look at that stuff. I'm gonna have to look at that stuff. I don't, oh man, it might be a little too much to go through today. on stream, so I will likely have to take a look at that stuff, and I'll probably make a video about it tomorrow, just kind of give my thoughts. Actually, I don't know if I will or not. I don't know if I'll make a video, but I'll definitely go through it tomorrow. I've been a bit busy lately, but I should be kind of good to go to really sink my teeth back into the contest full force and make a bunch more videos and all that. Actually stay up to date with what's going on instead of full on Mr. Magoo in it. So yeah, I'll be more on time with knowing what's happening. BG, you love how I could literally ask the dumbest questions on earth and get the detailed explanation from you lasting 5 to 7 minutes. Really appreciate it, man. Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. It's got its pros and cons, you know. The more time I spend on one comment, the less I can get through, and some people really get annoyed by that. But I know some people like it. So, yo, just pulled 6-star Warlock. Hey, congrats, man. Good stuff. Great thing is I already have 5-star Wasp too. Oh yeah, there you go, man. So I can just tear through Act 5 and such. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve there, but time is a little bit unfortunate because I pulled it right after maxing my 4-star, but I can't complain. Ooh, all right. So you already have some experience with a 4-star. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's real good. Farming means acquiring something continuously. Yeah, pretty much. You're picking up the potatoes in the contest. Should I use my 5-star tech gem for Warlock or save it for someone who needs the ability? I'd probably save it unless you just already had a bunch of good tech champions awakened or have multiple gems, you know. Stroking my saber, sending over a buck with a poop emoji. What do we got here? My email password got hacked. Again. Dang, dude. That's the 3rd time I've had to rename the cat. The cat? Wait, what? Or is it the account? Anyways, have you missed my jokes? Wait, is that a joke? Or I'm busy with my new job and decided to hit the gym and limit MCOC. That's good, man. Making some good choices there. But dang, dude, if you're actually serious, because I don't think there's a joke in there unless it's going right over my head. That's a bummer, man. My stuff used to get hacked all the time, dude. And I've been fortunate to not have that happen anymore. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's all like 2-factor authentication these days. So I guess that's probably why. It feels like it used to happen all the time. Even like stuff. Yes, it's a joke, BG. Well, I guess it went right over my head. Hold on. Email password got hacked again. That's the 3rd time I've had to rename the cat. Oh, because you used the password. I get it. Your password is the name of your cat. Got it. Alright, right over my head. Well, boo. It was terrible. So, you said you're doing some exercise? That's great. Take a lap. Never really played this game before. Downloaded it and tried playing, but the people in chat room called me a noob, and their characters were way more powerful than me, so just gave up. Well, that sounds like a crappy experience. It's weird, man. Most people in this game are really friendly, really helpful. But I guess you ran into some crappy people. By the way, BG, what's up? I'm not lucky like you to have them all as 6 stars. I just got Mr. Fantastic and completed my 5-star Fantastic collection. Feels good. Nice, man. Well, I don't have a Mr. Fantastic at all. I mean, I have him as a 4-star. But I don't have him at all as a 5 or 6 star, so that's cool. Speaking of collections and all that, I forgot that I needed Tarax. I was supposed to pick him up last round, and I didn't, so I definitely got to grab that guy this round. I want to make sure that I can add old Terry Boy to the roster. You use that one guy in high school who's just serious when someone makes a joke, and the joke I ask, joke much? I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. Usually I was just that guy in high school sleeping. I thought there was just a typo. See, everyone else got it because everyone's saying what the joke is now. I got it. But yeah, I have a ton of Cosmic Tier 4, and my Cosmic Champs are Venom the Duck, Angela. Should I just save it? Yeah. Hold on. I thought we were talking about Awakening Gems. I mean, Venom the Duck is not for everybody. Some people really like him. Others kind of despise the RNG buildup that he has. Regardless, he's very strong for Variant 2 and a couple of other areas of the game, but he's really good for Variant 2. So, I mean, if they're not overflowing Catalyst, you can keep holding, and it's not really a big deal. There are stronger champions out there to go with. But if they are at that point where they're overflowing, then I would go with Venom the Duck, because he is useful in some areas. Why is your Brian? That's my name. Oh, this is just a fake name, dude. This isn't actually my real name. GG. I'm only on chapter 2 and an MCUC and 1 4-star, which is Sentry. Rip. Dang, dude. I mean, Sentry, he's not the best champ. So, yeah, you probably don't want to invest too many resources in him. But you'll get more 4-stars. And if you don't happen to pull anyone, well, Sentry can still handle the early game stuff. So, you could still rank him up a little bit. Just don't go all out on the champ. Did you fight a 4-star Kingpin randomly? That was me, please. Wait, what? Because that was me, please, about out me? Huh? Your defense, PG, the joke was pretty bad. Thank you, Simon. Thank you. Twitter? All right, Chris, what do we got? Before I start spamming. All right. Take it easy, man. What do we got? How dare you threaten me? What? This is the scene from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, where he throws down the smoke and has to take off all the ornaments off the mannequin. Dude, where'd Spidey go? Is that his actual animation? I never even noticed if it was that crazy before. Omega Red Gaming set it over 2. Thank you very much. Saying, just got my first 6-star Sorcerer Supreme. Love her. Nice. Congrats. It's a great 6-star to get, man. I would love to get a Sorcerer Supreme 5 or 6-star. But that's awesome, man. Thank you for the 2 as well. I'm going to ask this one more time before I call Sean and Gus to investigate this very fishy matter. Why do you not have wafers yet? And if you do, where are they? Well, I had wafers, and you know, I was like about to sit down and eat them, right? And I was like, ah, dude, these are gonna make me thirsty, so I better get something to drink. So I put the wafers down, and I went back to the kitchen to get something to drink. Got a nice cold beverage. When I went back to where I was sitting, I forgot that I placed the wafers on the chair. Just sat right on them. And accidentally farted. That's why I made the fart sound. And then I was like, well, I can't eat these. These are fart wafers. So instead, I went outside, and there was some birds out there. So I just sat on a bench, fed them my fart wafers, and I'll get some new wafers at a later date. It's a true story. It's completely true, I swear. There's nothing made up about it. at all. BG, can you give tips about Corvus? I can, yes. Corvus, he's got glaive charges, right? The only thing you really need to know is how to maximize your glaive charges with Corvus. I mean, there's a couple of other things you need to know, I guess, but to get started, that's the most important thing, is kind of maximizing your glaive charges. And when the opponent doesn't have a lot of health, you can just do regular 5-hit combos, and the opponent, they'll go down, especially after you've built up some glaive charges. Because I guess that's the other thing, is you want to... I'm sorry, did I say glaive charges? When you build up his... what are they called for Corvus? His missions? When you complete his missions and you get him all built up that way, he hits really, really hard. And a lot of times you can just do regular 5-hit combos and the opponent goes down. Easy peasy. But sometimes what you need to do is do medium, light, medium combos. Since the light attack in between the mediums does not take a glaive charge. And this will allow you to kind of preserve your charges and only use them on your medium attacks, which hit harder, give you a little bit more power. It'll get you up to that special attack a little bit earlier, and hopefully with a big L2 you could finish them off. The way you build up glaive charges is by there's 4 different ways. One of them is by defeating a mutant champion. The other is a tech champion, an Avenger, or if an opponent evades or auto blocks and you knock them down, you'll get a glaive charge that way as well. That's it for the basics. If you want to know more about the champ, there's videos out there, and tons of people use Corvus every day, so you can find that stuff, but that should get you started. All right, Texas Cold sent it over 10 big ones. Texas Cold, thank you very much. Saying you got uncollected last night. Hey, congrats, man. Uncollected last night during your stream. Your tips and insights on how to level up for content is what got me over the hump. Thanks for everything you do. Awesome, man. Thank you very much for the very generous 10, the kind words and all that. Really appreciate it. And yeah, man, congrats on having that fresh, uncollected title. Feels good, dude. Nice. Good stuff. How do you time your parry good? Just practice, mostly. Yeah, there's a video on the Dork Lessons channel which may be helpful to you. How to parry like a ninja. You just search for that, it'll pop right up. But it's mostly practice. You just practice the timing, get a feel for it. Something that can be pretty helpful when you're still new is to do 4-hit combos, actually. Because watch, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you have time to dash back and the opponent won't immediately hit you. All right, bad example because the AI here is really passive because I'm in a low round in the arena. But you can try that. There are some difficult fights where you kind of want to do that anyway. But ideally, you do normally want to do 5-hit combos because, you know, of course, if you're only hitting 4 times, well, you're missing out on that 5th hit of damage. So practice both. Then there's also the reparry method, which Legacy has a video on his channel about that. Sup, BG? Congrats on a rank 3 torch. Thank you, Liza. Appreciate it. I've almost caught up to the Alliance average prestige. I only need to rank up 4 more champions and get a mountain of 6 stones, and then I'll be there. So close. So close. BG, is it true that when only maxing liquid courage and willpower, we gain health rather than losing? No, it is not true. You will still lose health slowly over time. It's just very slowly. You can sort of balance things out a little bit better if you have the glass cannon mastery as well, but even still, you're slowly going to lose health. At the start of the fight, you might gain a little bit because of this salve mastery, depending on how, like, especially if you're using a champion that doesn't have a super high amount of health. If you have salve maxed out, you might gain a little bit before it will very slowly tick away. BG, appears you opened some battle chips. When and what was your loot? I'm at 1.4 million currently and still going for 3 to 4 mil for when Act 7 comes out. I haven't opened up a ton recently. I'm at 571,000. There was one night where I mistakenly said I was at 700,000 because I was looking at my loyalty, but no, just the standard couple that I pop open each night at the end of the stream. Maybe yes. Did I pop open more than one yesterday? Might have spun out like 5 yesterday. I'm not even sure. But you know. Brian, do you think this roster can do Act 6 completion? Let me stop you right there before I even look at that roster. It's about you. Of course, the roster plays a big role in that, but it largely comes down to your ability to control these characters and stuff like that. And it may not be recommended to go in with like a weaker setup, of course, but some people are still able to get it done, type of thing. All right, hold on. Let me read what you're actually working with here. So, I think this can do Act 6 completion. Rank 2, 6-star Awakened Doom. Rank 5 Chorus. Medusa rank 4. Nick Fury rank 4. Hyperion. Or I was kind of reading this a little bit wrong, but either way, rank 5s and rank 4s all around for these powerful champs. So, yeah, I think those champions can get it done. It is going to be a bit rough. You might need to swap some of those champions out depending on the bosses at the end of the quests. Type of thing, or just for specific paths. Act 6 gets pretty specific in terms of the nodes that you're going to face. So, you know, Act 5, it was mostly like, use any champion you want, and occasionally we're going to ask you to bring a bleed immune champion or a poison immune champion, something like that, right? Act 6 kind of takes it to a whole new level, where sometimes you need a certain type of damage that you're inflicting on the opponent, or a certain number of buffs or debuffs in play. Other things too, just can't think of them off the top of my head, but Caustic Temper, where you need poison immune and to have Fury on the champion, things like that. So yeah, you might get stopped in some areas, and overall you probably would want a full team of rank 5s as like your main team. What I'd recommend doing is going through the variant content, and you get a lot of rank up gems and other rank up resources that way. And it's just more rewarding for the amount of time and effort that you put in. And then once you complete the variants, then you go back to Act 6. Chris, what is this emoji spam? Was I on that tangent really that long? Your stock price is declining. What? Are you... Do you have another thing you wanted to say or something? I don't even think you did. I don't even see any other comments from you. Asakale. Oh wait, there was another super chat. Oh my goodness. Cairo, I'm so sorry. I just now saw it. My apologies. All right, Cairo sent over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey BG, after the obvious things like the shards and awakening gems, what's most worth in the side quest epic difficulty? I don't really know. I haven't done it a single time yet. I'm gonna be going in there soon. Do a daytime stream and kind of take a gander and pick some things up. But I don't know. I might pick up everything or nearly everything before going to a different difficulty. I know Cat Murdoch has some sweet infographics I could try to pull that stuff up and we'll take a quick little look. Let me see. Cat. Here we go. Which, by the way, oh man, if you guys are not following Cat Murdoch on Twitter, you guys are missing out on basically the best art in MCOC. This was today's. This was look at Terax here, man. Good old Terax. But hold on, there was another one that I thought was, yeah, check this one out, man. That's so cool. Little King Groot plus Carnage. All right, anyway, let me hide this for a sec. See if I can quickly scan through. Here we go. Okay. Wait, hold on a second. Did you say... You said epic difficulty. Okay. I was looking at legendary. You probably were saying that in the chat too, but I didn't realize it. Okay, so out of the epic difficulty... outside I was thinking like shards and awakening gems. What's most worth it in the side quest epic difficulty? Well, yeah, the awakening gem's quite strong. The platinum pool, to be honest, I like the Sig Stones and the class catalyst stuff. But I think that's kind of the nature of these quests, is you kind of pick out the things that you need. It's kind of like a glory store in that sense, right? You just pick the stuff that you actually want. There's, oh man, this is 3 tier 1 alpha and a tier 4 basic in the same grab. I mean, that sounds really good. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be going for. I'm basically going to look at my account and see which resource I'm lacking and then go for that. So you probably just have to do that. I mean, yeah, pretty much everyone should pick up the awakening gem, even if you have a good amount of them. You know, you could always burn through those if you really felt like it. So I'll be picking that up, and the plat pool stuff. But after that, yeah, I would treat this like a glory store and just see what you're missing, and kind of grab stuff that way. I don't think I'd be able to tell you exactly what to go for, you know. But thank you for the buck, dude. All right, Asakale, thank you very much for the 5 Australian bucks. Hopefully I'm not messing up your name too badly. Same BG, congrats on 6-star Human Torch. Thank you very much. Just did Abyss initial clear and pulled Tech tier 5 class Catalyst. Okay, hopefully you got a good Tech champion. My only Tech 6-star is Civil Warrior. Ugh. Which Tech would you pick as your first ever rank 3? Well, there's 2 that are kind of at the top of my list for Tech champions that I'd want to see, and I don't even know which one I would want more, to be honest. It's Warlock and Ghost. I mean, I consider Ghost to be just kind of overall the strongest champion in the game, just all around strongest, which is always debatable, right? But it's just my own personal opinion on it. That said, Warlock has higher prestige, and prestige is something of a concern to me. And just the type of champion that Warlock is, I feel like there's just, I don't know, man. He's just like all around really powerful, offensively, defensively, can counter some of the really annoying healing type of nodes and interaction in this game, which I could only assume there's going to be plenty more of as time goes on, and there might be some kind of greater benefit to having this guy. Whereas other champions that I already have can maybe cover a little bit more ground that I mean, I don't know. I actually, the way I normally look at it is you kind of do want the heaviest hitters ranked up highest, and you can sacrifice a little bit of that damage to bring in a lower ranked utility. So yeah, maybe it is better for Ghost. Either way, I don't have either of those champions right now. And I would be stoked to pull either one of them. And it might just come down to whoever I pull first. That's the champion that's getting ranked up, kind of thing. I'd have to think about it and all that, of course, but it's certainly those two that are at the top of my list. There might be some others that I would actually rank 3, but it's not as clear-cut of a choice. Like Sentinel is would be a consideration. Guillotine 2099 would be a consideration as well. Might be it. I don't know. I don't know enough about Guardian, so he would be a consideration at least. But I feel like I'd want him at a high sig level, and let's face it, it's not happening. So, yeah, I think I would only want this guy if I can get him to a high sig level. I mean, I wouldn't complain if I pulled him, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't be, you know, rank 3ing him. Yeah, Darkhawk too. Want that high sig level. So, pretty much Warlock and Ghost. Demi is bored as poop. What's up, Demiok? Back again. All right. Brian, if you had to choose 3 items at the grocery store that would, in combination, confuse the cashier all to hell, what would you choose? P.S. No condoms. Okay. 3 items. I mean, it wouldn't confuse them necessarily. I don't know, man. I feel like a can of Cheese Whiz has to be in there. Chris is mad as poop. Wait, hold on. What? Chris, hold on a second. What? Yeah, because I said my comment hours ago. I said look close at the tweet. Look close at the tweet. The tweet itself. Okay, there's no text, so it's all picture. What am I looking at, man? I don't know. I see Stealth Spidey. I see a Hulkbuster. I see the Spider Sense. I see the big smoke cloud here. I mean, I see, you know, my stream up here, but I could barely see what's even in the picture in picture over here. So I don't think there's anything with that, is there? Is he not seeing it or ignoring it? Hold on. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I'm just not seeing it because I don't see anything special in the... Now I'm getting mad. Oh, he knows? Well, that's a waste of time. What do I know? All right, Simon sending over 100 yen. Simon, thank you very much. Saying, used to work in a supermarket, and the weirdest one I saw is an old man who bought Vaseline, pantyhose, and an apple. I didn't ask any questions. Hey, man, the apple day keeps the doctor away, even if you're gonna do other things. I don't know. Oh man, I was thinking oh man, Vaseline's always good, I guess, as like a weird product. It doesn't have to be used in a weird way, but you always look at it like, what are you doing with that? Are you just a normal person, or you about to do some weird stuff? Donuts, donut holes, and super glue. Wow, that's the 3. Hold on. No one gets to know Be confused, all of you. I'm definitely a troll. Seriously, Chris? Oh my god. I don't even remember what 3 items I was gonna say. It was gonna be Cheese Whiz for some reason. I don't know. I like the donut holes, the donut and super glue. I feel like I may have heard something like that before. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I kind of want to do it now. It would be nice to super glue some donuts, make them whole. Dude, can I just say I'm really happy that Torch's PI takes over, and I don't have Phoenix up there anymore. I'm really happy about that, man. Phoenix, I've kind of hated Phoenix since the day I played her. The champion that I never really enjoyed in this game. Fun fact, which I think I've said before, that champion, the designer for that champion, also designed Man-Thing. So, you know, I've both loved and hated some of the champions that this person made. But in any case, I just always hated Phoenix in this game, and she's been at the top of my she wasn't the highest prestige, so if other people looked me up, they wouldn't see Phoenix, but for me personally, I had to look at Phoenix's face every single day. All right, Corey's sending over a buck. Corey, thank you very much. Where's your last? Is he fighting BG in the tweet? No, it wasn't. I couldn't see the exact name or whatever, but it's the alliance tag. It did not start with a 4, so nope. BG, you were right about battleships. You opened 8:30 during bonus week. Yeah. But 500k battleships since is unacceptable. Come on, Nance. Also, guillotine of Warlock. Is that over Warlock? Is that what you're saying? Well, listen, man. Hey, first off, it's been a lot more than 500k since then. All right, don't forget that I pop some open every night. And lately it's not always more than one, but if I get units, I pop open another, and then sometimes I just grab a few just because. So I open at least 300,000 battleships worth every month, usually more, even in February. You know, you can change those profile pics, right? Yeah, but the borders get messed up, and I don't really like it. Plus, I kind of like the idea of having like my highest rated champion as my profile picture. I know it's kind of stupid, but I don't know. Something about me in games, like I realized this years ago. I like being able to just at a glance look at something and know something about that person. Whether like way back in the day, World of Warcraft, they, you know, you could just tell by looking at somebody exactly what items they were wearing, and then they added this transmog feature which allowed you to change the appearance of all your items. And I think I stopped playing either right as that feature came out, or I think it was before I stopped playing before that feature came out, but I was aware of it. And I went back to play once, and I was like, oh, I don't like this. Or Dota, and Han, for that matter, 2 Heroes of New Earth, which is basically Dota 1.5. You're able to change your character's appearances in those games, and for the most part they stay relatively true to the opponent, like to the character that you're fighting. But every once in a while, man, it tricks me into thinking it's a different character altogether, different hero altogether, and it messes me up, and I don't really like it. It doesn't really have the same effect in this game. Obviously, the profile picture means very little here, but because of those other experiences, yeah, I'm just weird like that, I guess. Phoenix's attacks just felt off, like the damage was turned off, and then you looked at the health of the character, and yes, the damage was turned off. Yeah, something like that. I mean, Phoenix, there's a few things about her that I just really didn't enjoy. First off, she was among the first few champions to have a double hit medium. She wasn't the first. I mean, there was, you know, I don't know who's the official first, but Moon Knight and Drax come to mind, right? And then Phoenix, but she was relatively early on to it. And back then especially, I don't know if it was just because I was still new to the game, or if it was one of the bugs going on that actually made it a little bit more difficult to chain combos into specials, where you just do like a standard 5-hit combo, and sometimes the opponent would be able to block before the special hit, and it was super annoying. So it's probably a combination of both those things, my inexperience and the AI being able to respond a little bit faster after a combo. It felt like I could never actually get my specials off reliably, at least using Phoenix. And yeah, I know you could just end your combo with a light attack and use your special and stuff like that, but still, I found it to be annoying. And then the lack of damage, the way that you kind of built up her damage, and the heavy attacks felt good, especially, and all that stuff. There's a couple of cool things about her, but then that damage just kind of disappeared, and bleh. So I never really liked Phoenix, but I mean, there's still well, I don't know if still, but when Phoenix came out, there was Phoenix and Dark Phoenix, and you know, kind of always thought that we were gonna see Dark Phoenix somewhere. Maybe she's still gonna be a trophy champion at some point. We did, after all, get Weapon X. Took a long time for that champ to come out, but Weapon X trophy champ. I think it makes sense to have Dark Phoenix as trophy champ. Kind of the reskin version. That's what they usually are. But we'll have to see on that one. Oh, wait. Oh, Corey, I read the wrong message. I just realized. I'm scrolling up. I read the wrong last message for you. The 3 items... I went one message too far. The 3 items that you suggested were duct tape, rope, and an apple. I feel like someone would have to call the police after that. What are you doing, man? In a grind for Mags? Seemed like he's going real low. What's up, Mr. Cookie Liz? I thought about it. Thought real hard about it. Opted out of the grind, basically. I already have him as a 6-star champion. If I didn't have him as a 6-star, I would 100% be in on the grind. But yeah, even still, like, you know, I just like collecting all the champs, and there could be some content that is cut off where you could only bring in 5-star champions or something like that, and it'd be real nice to have Magneto for just the what if situation. But yeah, things have been a little bit busy for me, and I'm kind of coming out of busy time here, but the grind just, yeah, just bad timing. If Magneto came out next week, I would almost for sure be doing the grind. BG, what's up? Nice rank 3 torch though. Thanks, man. Can Quake work against 6.1.5 crossbones using the heavy parry technique? Hold on, Quake 6.1.5 crossbones. Because he shrugs the stuns off When's the beta for Gambit and Punisher Trinity and buffs are coming? We don't have any info about those betas yet. As far as Quake for the Crossbones fight, I don't know. Can she out damage it? Because that he heals is the thing. I don't know. I don't remember people using Quake for that fight. They might have. I would just do a quick YouTube search for it, man. If it's doable, somebody's made a video about it, because that was a big fight when it first came out. Like, a lot of people talked about it. A lot of people were trying to come up with all the different options for that fight. I mean, you know, even showing off that like King Groot could do the fight, just because back then, like, that was, you know, we just got hit with the news basically that we can't bring in 4-star champions, so not everyone had the right ranked up 5-star champions to counter that fight, or at least thought that, and everyone was kind of going through it, figuring out who was usable. So if it can be done, there's a video of it. They should buff Moon Knight. Love him as a character so much. He's such a crazy bastard. There's like I think, isn't there like a Moon Knight show coming or something like that? Or maybe I'm mistaken on that, but maybe they'll buff him. It'd be cool, man. I think he looks super cool in this game. When I first downloaded the game, you know, I only knew some of the Marvel characters that were in here. A lot of the X-Men, you know, and some of like the more popular Avengers, of course. But I didn't know who Moon Knight was. And dude, I loved his look. I was like, oh, I gotta get this guy. Back then I was like, I don't even know if these guys have different stats or anything like that. All I know is this guy looks really cool and I want him. And of course I couldn't pull him. And by the time I actually did pull him, it was like, I don't know, almost a year later probably. And I was like, all right, Moon Knight sucks. You know? I mean, actually at the time, early on, he was crazy. During a full moon, when you could just stun lock the opponents. I mean, you could still do that, right? But back then, there's no special 3s for early content, at least. And not everyone knew that you could just do that with someone like Scarlet Witch, or not everyone could pull Scarlet Witch and things like that. He was not amazing, but wasn't that bad. I hope this kills him, because if not, Hulk's gonna kill me. Let's see what happens. You know, the busy times actually started to have work slow down. Was in a retirement alliance for the last month. Dang. Yeah, man. I hear you, dude. Speed Up D sending over $1. Speed Up D. Thank you, dude. Your message is, I love you. Speed Up D. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support as always, dude. Thank you very much. Moon Knight was insane in early Alliance War. I don't know if I saw anyone use him in Alliance War, but I can kind of see it. Dude, back then the slash tires nodes, what if you just stun locked with Moon Knight? That way you didn't have to ever dash back. What a joke of a node that was, man. All right, if you dash backwards, you take damage. Wait, what? Crazy. They should bring it back. Christopher Cordova sent over 2 saying, finally, congrats on Human Torch. Thank you, man. Prestige with Omega Red and Human Torch. I mean, neither champion's gonna give me the prestige I need, really. I knew making the video that Human Torch wasn't gonna give me a lot of prestige, but I just kind of wanted to like call it out in the video just to take that closer look, you know what I mean? Just to see exactly what the number would go to. But yeah, I need SIGs. I'm never going to be able to catch up in prestige or even come close to the Alliance average unless there's more SIG stones in the game. So I'm kind of trying to save units for if Kabam ever adds way to get it. Maybe around the holidays. I mean, of course, Cyber Monday, we're likely going to see a good number of SIGs. And of course, you know, I'll be ready for that. Who knows? Maybe that'll be part of their bonus offer instead of a 6-star crystal. It's probably going to be 6-star crystal. I feel like that's a pretty good bonus offer. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we see. But hey, just in case, Kabam's like, all right, this time the additional bonus offer after the main 15k unit cash that you can get. Here's some SIGs. I don't know. So I want to be prepared for that. BG, do you remember the 21st night of September? Happy Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Oh, okay, I get it. I was like, wait a minute, that's what that day is? That's a song, isn't it? Also, do you remember when X-Force Wolverine was a thing at some point in the game? Do you think he'll be back? Probably. I mean, Wolverine's just a super popular character in Marvel, period, right? So I don't think that's the last. I don't think we've seen the last Wolverine added to this game. I have a little bit of a connection with Wolverine. I actually collected Wolverine comic books as a kid. I never read a single one, but I had over 150 of them, including some like special edition ones and stuff like that. Probably not that big of a deal, compared to like a standard comic collector or something like that. But I was a kid, and for me, it was like, wow, I had literally every single comic, and I was just like keeping the collection going type of thing. So as a kid, it was like, all right, this is pretty cool. So yeah, like I me personally, I'd like to see another version of Wolverine in this game. I feel like the versions that we have right now, I mean, let's go look at it. Actually, let's pull up Aunt May so I can keep fighting. The versions of Wolverine that we have in game today, I'm not satisfied with them. Like oops. We have 4, right? We've got Old Man Logan, Classic Wolverine, X-23, and of course Weapon X. And the regular Wolverine, like, he was a beast for his time. One of the gods of the contest, for sure. X-23, when X-23 came out, too, like, dude, I mean, I think X-23 is one of the best champions for a new player to get. So, I still feel like X-23 and Wolverine, they both have a good purpose in this game. You know, one of the suggestions I made to Kabam at Comic-Con one year, actually, I think it was this. Yeah, it was this past year. Was to kind of set players up with a champion as they progress through the story content, just to help them along a little bit, and give them like certain champions the same way that you start with that, like the one champion right from the tutorial. Essentially, expand the tutorial a little bit. And I think it'd be great if they got like one of the Wolverines or something as just like an early character to help them out. But late game, Wolverine and X-23, they don't really cut it. They don't really hold up. Old Man Logan, he's not a bad champion or anything like that, but he doesn't really hold up to the other mutants either. Weapon X here is a different story. I don't have Weapon X, but I know he's a good defender at least. I don't know if I've really seen people use him offensively. He's probably not bad, but probably just, the mutant class is stacked and things like that. So probably doesn't get much play there for a reason. So I kind of want another Wolverine that we see as like a powerhouse offensive champion again, I don't necessarily need them right now, the mutant class, like I just said, it's kind of stacked. So if they waited a year before introducing another Wolverine or something like that, I mean, that'd be totally fine. Bring out some other characters from other class types that are strong and all that. All right, Simon sending over another 100 yen. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG and chats, haven't done any in Act 6 after becoming Cav. Have 5-star Torch, Fury, Doom, Aegon. Should I push through Act 6 first or tackle Abyss? What kind of unit budget seems reasonable? Cheers. I'd say the Abyss. I'd go with the Abyss with those champions. And I wouldn't go in until you had 6,000 units. Not saying you need to use all 6,000, and hopefully you don't. Hopefully you go in there with a nice stash of revives and maybe potions farmed up as well. But in particular, you know, make sure you're looking good on at least the 15 revives that you can hold in your inventory, or more if you have the sigil, and some in the overflow type of thing. Going with at least that bare minimum. But yeah, man, you've got the champions for the Abyss, so I would say do that. If anything, you'll get a lot of shards to pop open. Hopefully that gives you some more options to help out with Act 6. And best case scenario is you're just able to get a champion up to rank 3, which will really help you out in Act 6. So the Abyss, as it stands, is probably not going to get a whole lot easier for you since you already have those best champs. Or, you know, like there's always higher ranks and stuff like that, but yeah, I would just recommend Abyss. Playing Hela and not getting Furies. I haven't played in a year, and even I know that's bad gameplay. Step up, BG, get good. Oh, you're talking about me. Dude, I thought you were playing Hela, and I was about to tell you how to get the Furies. Dude, screw building. I mean, first off, I didn't even realize I was playing Hela to start. I don't realize half the champions I'm playing. I'm just on autopilot mode here. And second, even if I was playing Hela, I would not spend the time to get the Furies with her. When you're running suicides, I feel like a couple Furies with Hela is hardly noticeable even, and not worth the effort to do. So yeah, get that crap out of here, Demiok. Oh man, that's so stupid. He's one of my favorite characters, but I don't have money for it. Are you talking about Platinum Pool, maybe? Or you might be talking about the Red Deadpool, actually. Yeah, wait, is Red Deadpool in the game? I've never seen him in the crystal when I spin them. Yeah, okay, so Red Deadpool is the only character in the game that is tied exclusively to money. And I don't think that's going to change at all. And honestly, he's more of a trophy champion than anything. He's useful early on in the game. There's a deal that when you first start up an account, it costs like $10, and you get like a 3-star version or something like that. Obviously, I've never gotten it since free to play and all that, but I think it's $10. And you know, that'll be pretty helpful early on. The 4-star version, there was a few times an arena that came around for him, a special arena that you're able to grind and get that. The other Deadpools are all like a little bit money based, because they're also special characters, but they're not exclusively for money. Usually tied to like units. Like Gold Pool, you have to pop open a lot of crystals, or just get extremely lucky, but for the most part you have to pop open a lot of crystals. Platinum Pool, we're kind of seeing a similar story here, where I don't think you need to spend money to get them, but there is that one thing in the sigil store that I saw today, right? I don't even know what the whole deal is with Platinum Pool. I've been Mr. Magoo in it. I don't
don't know the full details. All I saw was that there was that that sigil thing today. Hopefully I don't need to, or hopefully you don't need to get that to get them, because of course not getting that, but what the hell? What it seems most of my favorite Marvel characters in this game aren't able to get, or they aren't strong characters. I mean, you can get pretty much any character in this game. It's just, you know, RNG. And then, yeah, some of the characters aren't strong. A lot of the early characters, they're actually not that strong. If those are some of your favorites. So when this game first came out, you know, of course, they wanted to put some of the more well-known characters. They wanted to put the Avengers in the game. Some of the more well-known X-Men and things like that. And as time has gone on, they've come out with new technology added to the game where they can, the characters can just do more things. Their abilities are stronger. They have multiple effects to them. Their animations look better. And of course, they're also more powerful, since, you know, over time, you got to make the characters a little bit more powerful. Otherwise, they're not interesting. Why would you play a new character if you could just keep playing the same one over and over? So, yeah, if you're looking at some of those characters that first got added, a lot of them kind of suck, but they get buffed up in some cases, so might not all be bad. BG, would you recommend doing the Abyss, even if I haven't done a single path in the Labyrinth? I have Doom, Aegon, Fury, 565, Sig 200, but no Torch. We'll need to save units / revives regardless. No, I actually wouldn't. The only reason is because I think Labyrinth would be a nice little warm-up for the Abyss. You can take in your Aegon. 565 Aegon is going to plow through Labyrinth. That's the only real reason. Otherwise, and there's no requirement to do Labyrinth before doing the Abyss, but like, you might as well. You don't need to 100% it, but you know, do a path. You might as well. The rewards, they're not anywhere near close to like the rewards from Labyrinth are nowhere near close to the rewards that you get from the Abyss. But they're still nice rewards for the amount of effort it's going to take you just to plow through there with a 565 Sig 200 Aegon. It's going to take you no time at all, man. And it'll get you used to kind of that mindset of, you know, really getting yourself, you know, kind of set in these long fights, holding these long combos and all that. MCOC Invalid sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, who should I use my generic 5-star Sigs on? Aegon or Sim Supreme. Both at natural Sig 60 currently. Thanks and congrats on 6-star rank 3 Human Torch. Thank you, dude. Between those two, you'd want to go with Aegon. Sim Supreme doesn't really need the Sigs. In my opinion, I would probably never give Sim Supreme a single Sig stone if I were you, and just take whatever the natural Sig level is. That could change, you know, based on if there's like some fight where you need the max Sig and you need that stagger every 10 seconds kind of thing. And don't get me wrong, it helps if you have the stagger that pops out a little faster, but it's usually just not necessary. Just having the awakened ability at all is usually good enough for Sim Supreme. So there's other champions that need the Sigs more. It's a good champion to awaken, or not a bad champion to awaken, I should say, because again, maybe not totally necessary, but helpful. But leave him at 660. I want a tutorial to play Claire. I don't have a tutorial myself. There might be some tutorials out there. Probably is. Do a little YouTube search. Egg Zeus hitting that member button. Egg Zeus.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome. Please enjoy your banana. Along with all these fantastic custom emojis that you now have access to. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Shout out to all the channel members. Appreciate all that support. You are lagging a bit. Am I? I have no dropped frames. It's either on YouTube's end or could possibly be you. Is anyone else seeing that I'm lagging at all, or? What's the typical cost for initial clear of Abyss? I have all horsemen except Fury and was thinking AA for Invisible Woman. Have an Odin's worth of units, thanks. I don't know what I don't know what the average cost is. It's kind of all over the place because you can do a path for 0 units and you could spend, you know, 12,000 units. So I'd recommend going in with like at least 6k just in case you run into some trouble, some unexpected difficult fight ends up costing you more revives or something. I usually hear maybe around 3k units with a decent stash saved up, but it really is all over the place depending on how well you're prepped and just how well you actually do in the fights themselves and things like that. All right. Okay. Yeah, people saying no lag here, not lagging. Okay. So yeah, it might be on your end, man. I don't know. Do appreciate you saying something though. If anyone ever does notice anything wrong with the stream, it's always good to let me know, just in case it is something on my end that I could fix. There is one issue that I have that I just can't seem to get a handle on, no matter how hard I try, which is during like special attacks, especially. Sometimes the graphics it gets a little. The resolution goes to crap pretty much. Especially with certain animations like Omega Red Special 2 for some reason. I don't know, it's probably a bitrate thing that I just can't send enough data to YouTube or to Twitch. Tried it on Twitch. It was kind of crap on both. It always looks perfect on my OBS on my actual computer, but I'm also at the max that they allow. Sending over 6k, and that's all YouTube allows. All right, anyway, Exus sent it over $15 too, man. Wow, thank you, man. Saying figured I'd show some love. Long time no see. Hashtag imposter DDD. Has been a long time, man. So I was saying, I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you very much for the generosity, dude. From the imposter. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Brian, should I awaken Beardo? It's a tough question to answer. Beardo can be played unawakened. So the only time I'd really recommend awakening Beardo is if you need his awaken ability. There's a lot of fights you don't need his awaken ability. Sometimes you do. Comes in handy, especially in the case of diss track when you're trying to get some debuffs on the opponent, or if you need to reverse the opponent's healing or just limit it in some way, and you can't use a champion like Void or don't have Void. He's also not bad. He's not terrible prestige wise. He's not the greatest, but if it's like a 6-star champion or something like that, it'd be maybe something to consider. But yeah, man, I can't fully answer it because I don't know the rest of your champions and your situation, the content you're going up against, things like that.
You got to consider it all. Like I always say, when it comes to awakening questions, it's not really so much about if you should awaken a champion or not based on that champion. It's more based on like what you're going to be able to do with that champion, what sort of content you're going up against, what's going to change for you. Are you suddenly now going to be able to get through some content that you otherwise were unable to get through? Or if you were able to get through it previously, maybe now you can do it cheaper. You want to figure out how much value you can get out of the gem that way, rather than asking if a champion's worth it. I am, and thanks. Congrats on all your success. Thank you, man. Happy to hear that you're doing well. It's good. Well, everyone, Demiok sleepy. Night. All right, Demiok, have a good one, man. How are you so good? I'm not that good, man. I mean, you know, I've been playing this game for a long time, so if you do anything long enough, you at least get pretty good at it. But there's people that are better than me at this game. And the mode I'm in right now is just arena, and when you have champions ranked up high enough level, it becomes easy mode. Play something else. I ain't gonna be doing that. Sorry, man. Request denied. I gotta keep playing this. I don't know if you're talking about play a different game entirely or just out of the arena, but either way, I need the units from the arena, so I gotta grind it out here. And to be honest, I don't really feel like playing a different game. I'm enjoying my time in MCOC. I'm so sorry, my cat just rolled across my laptop. What was there, spam or something? I didn't even notice. So it's all good. How many rank 5 do you have? I want to say like 32 or something like that. It's right around 30. Who's better between Elsa and Electra? I would say Elsa is the better of the two. There's some situations where Electra is really powerful. Like I used Electra on my McFabio account to get through some opponents like Magic that I don't know if Elsa would have as good a time. To be honest, I don't know all of Elsa's abilities. I just know that she hits a lot harder, as do most champions that were made, you know, recently compared to Electra. I think she was one of the original characters in this game. If she wasn't one of the original and she was added soon after, she was definitely around since, you know, before I started playing. Dude, you got to take it easy on the spam. Also, I don't want to say anything in any other language. I don't know. I can't remember if you're the same person that was trying to get me to say things before. But the emoji spam, please no. And also no, man. I'm not going to say anything in other languages. It's no offense. I respect everyone from every part of the world and all that, but if I don't know what it means, could be walking into a trap saying something that is not exactly family friendly or insulting. All right, Egg Zeus sending over another 15. Thank you, man. Saying now you can take your lady out for a nice-ish dinner. Dude, are you kidding me? You know how cheap I am? When we did go out for our nice dinners, it only cost us like 20 bucks. So this is an amazing dinner. Thank you, dude. Actually, that's not true. The nicest place that we've been to, it's probably Abdo's restaurant. Actually, Abdo, he works for a really nice restaurant, and it's a little bit more than 20 bucks. But that about covers it. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Eli also sent an over 5. Thank you, Eli. Saying, shall I hoard shards till October? Thoughts and where are all the puns at? Ooh, you're booing the lack of puns, the lack of booing, essentially. Oh man. Well,
I don't think it's that important to hoard your shards until October for the crystal change. It's not that big of a change. But that said, if you don't have a reason to pop the crystals open right now, then yeah, why not? It is a slight buff to them. So if you're struggling to get through some content or something like that, and you feel like opening up the crystals will help you, or you need ISO and you want to open up the crystals to get ISO and stuff like that, don't wait. But if you can wait, sure, why not? And it is a low pun night, which I don't hate. I'm fine with that personally. All the booing of the puns finally got rid of them, I think. All right, Egg Zeus sent it over another 10, dude. Thank you, man. Saying, well, Abdo's restaurant, get ready, because BG is on his way. Oh man, well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Should I sell 1-star Scarlet Witch? No, never sell any champion. Keep all of your champions. There's no reason to sell them. You'll only put yourself further behind if you do. They give you a few shards and stuff like that, but you'll actually get more rewards in the long term, because when you pull a champion that you already have, when you duplicate them, you get shards, you get ISO, you get all that stuff. The 1-stars, they're a little bit different, but there is some content where, you know, you could need to use a 1-star in the future for, so keep it. The contest champion. Also, how do you get this platinum guy character? Ladies and gents, the Mr. Magoo of the FCOC community. That's true, dude. Yeah, man. Although, I will say this. All right, listen. Even though the YouTube channel name is Contest Champion, because it was named after my failure of a website, I do not consider myself the contest champion. All right, that's why I always said from day one, what's up everybody, it's Brian Grant of contestchampion.com. So I already knew before all this started that I was gonna be the Mr. Magoo. Actually, that's not true. When I first started, I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to know everything. I'm going to have this website. It's going to tell everybody everything they need to know. And then, well, you know, things happen and other things don't happen. And, you know, if you started a new McFabio challenge account, it'd be stacked because of Mutant Treasure Island. Yeah, man, Mutant Treasure Island and all the boss rushes and stuff, this would have been the best time to do it. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I mean, it's not exactly a bad thing. I need to catch up on my main account here, and I have to knock out the Abyss. I have to 100%. I have to do everything I possibly can to really not let my alliance down, you know what I mean? So I'm already a little bit below the average threshold, and even after clearing the Abyss, I will be, but at least I'll be more caught up. Dude, Egg Zeus, you sent over another 10? Thank you, man. Saying, okay, you win, I give up. Is a total of $50 going to cover that fancy dinner? Dude, it was covered $20 ago. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, but total, not yodel. Yeah, I figured. But thank you, dude. Yeah, it is sufficiently covered. Thank you very much. Eli sending over $1.50 with a unicorn as well. Eli, thank you. Saying, not sure if anyone will see this, but got to go to a viewing on Saturday. One of my family members passed away a couple days ago. I'm sorry to hear that, man. So yeah,
But I'm staying strong, BG. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear that. I know a thing or two about that. I think we all do, unfortunately. Part of life. One of the worst parts of life, if not the worst part of life. Sucks, man. But yeah, dude. Hopefully you've got some other family that can kind of help you. I mean, there's no helping, but it's just nice to have other family that are kind of going through the same thing, you know. So hopefully you have that you can kind of all be together. But yeah, man, sorry to hear it. Egg Zeus sent over another 2 with a blushing pear. Well, thank you. Is that to go along with the dinner? A pear? I'll take it. Thank you for the now 52. I don't believe it. You were still billed as the undefeated, uncontested contest champion. Brian coming out like Apollo Creed and dressed in Aegon cosplay. Dude, let me tell you, I was talking a little bit earlier about how I wanted to like get in shape and stuff. If I was in better shape, I think I would make more videos like that. Just kind of ham it up a little bit, you know what I mean? I would love to do more stuff like that, man. I really would. It's one of the biggest motivators. Clearly not a big enough motivator, but that is one of the things I want to do the most. I don't feel confident in my ability to do exactly what you just said unless I was in shape, so I gotta get there. Corey sending over $1 as well, saying fancy dinner. Pff, $3 is enough for some beans and a banana. It's true. Actually, $3, dude. That isn't just the dinner. That's like a couple days worth of food. I think I told you guys this a long time ago. When I was in high school, this was like when I actually, so this when I was about 17, and you know, I had a car, had a job, and that job didn't pay too well. It's basically minimum wage, maybe tiny bit over minimum wage. I think minimum wage at the time was like $5.50, and I think the job was paying like $6 starting, and maybe I got a raise for $6.25 or something like that. I was working at a clothing store. I definitely said that many times, but the part that I haven't said a ton is that you know, I just started getting into drumming, and let me tell you guys, drums are very expensive. Getting into any kind of music, almost any kind of music, is gonna cost you a pretty penny. Like, you can get started, you can get some starter instruments, you can get a guitar for like $100 or something like that, or you know, something cheap off of Craigslist. Find something at a garage sale. You can find a way to make it more affordable. But drums just in general, man, like an entry level drum set is gonna run you like $400 compared to an entry level guitar that's gonna cost you like $100, right? Again, unless you find like a really good used deal. And well, I didn't want just an entry level. I mean, I did have like an entry level drum set, but I was into metal, man, big time. Still am, but more so back then. And dude, you can't play metal music without some double pedals, which those alone for a nice set of double pedals is like $300. And I wanted some better cymbals and eventually a whole new drum set. Bottom line, all this stuff is very expensive. And you know, I mean, I wasn't paying rent or anything like that. I was living at home and all that, but still, it's very expensive. And I figured if I wanted to save money for this stuff, I had to put myself on a budget. One of the only other real expense I had back then was like, you know, I was paying like $300 a month for my car. A little bit for gas. I wasn't really driving that much, but you know, gas money. And then food was killing me, man. Going to Taco Bell every night, getting Slurpees every night, getting some candy along with the Slurpees, all that stuff, right? And I mean, even just trips to the vending machine at work, things like that, it all adds up. So I had to put myself on a food budget of $3 a day. And basically the cheapest thing I could find, $3 a day. This is before I started buying food from the grocery store, when I found out that that's actually way cheaper if you just buy like rice and beans from the grocery store, which is what I do now. But I was getting Taco Bell, and it was I think it was called a Grande Soft Taco, which is basically just like beef and nacho cheese, but they really packed it, man. And $3 was like you can get 2 of them, and they were huge. Was it a Grande Soft Taco? I think it was. So that was what I ate like every single day. It was just 2 of those tacos, and I got to save my money, man. These days, though, like I said, I found a way to get that way cheaper. You just buy like bulk rice, bulk beans, and dude, oh man, $3. Let me tell you, man. I don't think I can go an entire week on $3, but probably like 3 days. $3. So, all right, Egg Zeus sent over another 8 though. Thank you, man. Saying let's make it $60 because 52 makes me lose sleep in the morning. Wow, dude, losing sleep over that. All right. Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the now $60. Very kind of you. Very generous of you. Thank you very much. It's been serious, eh? Did BG have a spider encounter? Spider encounter? You talking about the tangents? I think you are. Looks like I get back mid-tangent. Rip. It's almost as scary. Yeah, I don't know exactly. Oh, BG had an angry Chris encounter. Yeah, that's true. There was an angry Chris encounter. Which is nonsense. He was trying to troll me. Getting angry about it. Your bathroom probably hated to see you coming after 2 Grande Soft Tacos. Well, probably. But first off, when is a toilet ever going to be happy to see anybody? if inanimate objects actually, you know, came to life in a cartoon, I feel like a toilet would be worse than Oscar the Grouch, basically. It's the worst life you could possibly have. But all right, anyway, because of that food budget and because of eventually getting the double pedals and playing drums and just kind of sweating my ass off playing drums, man, I lost a lot of weight back then. That was one of the slimmest times in my life, where I went from the weight that I probably am about now. I think I'm like 230 right now. Maybe a little bit, maybe like 225. The most I ever weighed was 240, but that was after high school at some point. But anyway, in high school, I think I peaked out around maybe 215, 220. And with the food budget and with the double pedals and all that, I went down to about 180. And I realized, like, oh, all I need to do to lose weight was just be cheap. It's not as easy these days. Because, yeah, I don't have my drum set anymore. Well, I do. It's a different drum set. I didn't have an electronic set back then, but still have some drums back there. But I can't really play them here. And, well... Sometimes you like to, or sometimes I like to not live on just $3 and buy some junk food. Yo, BG, what do you think of the new solo event rewards? What's up, Falstaff? Dude, I didn't take a good enough look at them. I'm gonna check them out more tomorrow, and I might make a video about them. I'm not sure if I really need to, but either way, tomorrow we'll be able to discuss those things a little bit more. So, last? The one you missed, Dingus? What did I miss? You missed my status report? Okay, I see it. Status report. I made it home safely, and all 3 of my ass cheeks fell asleep at the last hour driving. Then I take off my pants and watch a bald guy for the last 10 or so minutes before I pass out. Nice, dude. Well, that's good that you made it home, man. That's a long drive, dude. It's a very long drive. BG, if you play drums good enough, eventually people will not mind you playing it in the house. That is not true. That is definitely not true. There's a few people that do play music in the apartment building that I'm in, and they're not bad. But even still, I don't want to hear them playing, you know? They don't play drums. They mostly guitar. I know of 2 people around me. I think I only hear 1 though. And they're certainly not, like, it's not loud, so it doesn't bother me. But drums are another beast, man. You pretty much have to be loud when drumming. I did everything I could to soften the sound. I have an electronic set. I would put like washcloths on the drums themselves to kind of dampen the noise. I tried to just not hit them as hard. Because technically you don't have to wail on the drums as hard as you want, you know what I mean? Or as hard as you can. Especially if you're... There's like a technique in drumming where you really don't use a whole lot of force. You kind of want the stick to bounce off of whatever you're hitting. It allows you to go faster, actually. It's not worth kind of getting into the exact specifics of it, but you essentially use like the rebound from hitting the drum, and allows you to play a bit faster and stuff like that. And you could use that technique to not hit as hard. But even then, it's still loud, and sometimes you do just want to hit super hard. So yeah. Hey, BG, what are your thoughts on Apocalypse? So I haven't fully formed all my thoughts on Apocalypse. Here's what I can tell you so far. Number 1, some of his synergies are crazy. They really kind of reawaken some of these champions that have been forgotten in the contest. And number 2, Apocalypse on certain nodes is going to be a really good defender. We've already seen, had a little bit of experience during the off season and stuff like that, he's going to be a strong defender. He's counterable, but you know, it's not always going to be the easiest time countering him, at least. So I don't know how he actually is just by himself. Really haven't put the time in to kind of figure all that out yet. Is there any code for the game? No. There are hacks for this game, which I highly recommend avoiding because you will get banned. You'll see advertisements that claim that you will not get banned, and they are lying to you. There's no reason for them to not lie to you. They're trying to sell you a product, and they don't care if you get banned. And this is the type of game where it takes a long time. You invest a lot of time into your account, and to see it all disappear, like, you might not get banned right away, but you will get banned. Just when you think you're safe, you will get banned. Should I awaken my 4-star Doom or Sunspot or Ghost or Nick Fury? I'm trying for Uncollected. For Uncollected, probably Nick Fury is going to be the best. Sunspot really doesn't need it. Doom doesn't really need it either. Oh, wait. I'm so, well, For some reason, I read that as Ghost Rider and not Ghost. Oof. Ghost or Nick Fury? That's a tough one. I would say it's between Ghost and Nick Fury. Ghost technically doesn't need to be awakened either, but of course it's a pretty nice benefit for her. And I'd say Nick Fury's benefit's larger, but if you use Ghost a lot, you could easily see arguing that Ghost would be a more valuable awakening. But yeah, I'd put it between those two. If you use Ghost a lot, you might just want to go with her. If you don't use her a ton and you're looking to kind of balance out how much you're playing all of those champions, then I'd probably give it to Nick Fury. Exus, dude, he sent over another 5. Saying, last one, brother, gotta head out. Keep up the great work. Dude, thank you very much for all the support. It's good to see you after all this time. Yeah, man, I really appreciate it. I'm only going to be here for another few minutes myself. But yeah, man, thank you. In case you're not here to hear me say it, it's very likely that you're going to be tonight's biggest D, so thank you very much. Come on, show me some units. Gold. Chicken Ass sent it over 5. Thank you very much, man. Saying, what's your favorite fast food restaurant? My favorite is KFC and Cluckin' Bell. Is that a real thing? Or are you just saying Cluckin' Bell because of your name? Is that supposed to be Taco Bell or something like that? Honestly, man, I kind of stopped eating fast food a while ago. It's very rare that I get some fast food. Last time I had fast food, we were on our road trip to Tennessee, and we actually didn't get any fast food on the way there. On the way back, we did get a little bit. Yeah, I don't really get too much fast food. Taco Bell was my favorite, though. Taco Bell was for sure my favorite. Aside from Taco Bell, I've probably eaten Burger King the most. Only because there was a Burger King within kind of walking distance from where... I mean, there was every fast food within walking distance of where I lived. We had there was like a highway like right next to where I lived that we can kind of walk through like the back way and get anything we wanted. But the closest was Burger King, which also happened to be right near a GameStop. So every day, man, we would just like walk up to GameStop, look at all the different games that we couldn't afford. They kind of hated us because we'd buy stuff sometimes, but we're mostly in there playing the whatever game they had on display, asking them to change it sometimes, and then get some Burger King. But yeah, man, Taco Bell was my favorite. Fast food restaurants kind of fell apart to food quality these past few years. I mean, here's the thing about fast food in general. Yeah, I mean, the food quality, I don't think it's ever been the greatest. I don't know if it's gone down or anything like that, but they have to keep things as cheap as possible, right? Otherwise, why even bother? But it's not that cheap. And yeah, they probably are cutting some corners to try to save cost even more. And I don't know, like when I was younger, I didn't realize that there were other foods to get that are convenient, because that's really what fast food is. It's convenient food, right? It's never been the absolute best. It's just been the most convenient. But yeah, man, like once I kind of figured out, oh, I could just buy some foods from the grocery store that are higher quality, cheaper, because I'm not paying someone else to make it for me, nor am I paying the cost for like the electricity or the property that they have to have and all that. I mean, to some extent you are, right? It's a grocery store. But and I just kind of prepare it at myself at home. I make sure it's quality and make sure there's no bugs on whatever I'm eating. You know what I mean? So that's what I do for food. And I just stopped going to fast food a while ago. It's the only option. That's the only reason I get fast food these days. Okay, a couple quick last minute super chats here, and then I'm gonna head out. Jose Mejia, I don't know if I'm saying your last name right, but Jose, thank you very much for the buck. I appreciate it, man. Saying, hey BG, did you know light travels faster than sound? That's why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. Very true, but boo, still boo, even though it's true, boo. With that, I'm off to bed. I'll be back as soon as I can with more jokes for you. Well, I mean, if you have to bring the jokes, okay, I guess. But thank you for the buck, man. Do appreciate it. And then Jack also sent it 5 of them Australian bucks. Jack almost saying, hey BG, double whammy question. All right, hit me with it. A rank 2 6-star Venom. Did I do the right thing? Probably. Venom's a beast, man. I don't know who your other rank up options are, but Venom is one of those champions that I use the most and feel like you can't go wrong with him. I've 100% variant 3 and variant 4, but yet to do variant 5, thinking Venom will help me there. So yeah, Venom, variant 2 is where he excels too. I'm not sure if maybe you meant that you cleared that, but if not, variant 2 and variant 5, those are where Venom shines. And a little bit in variant 1 too, for that matter, but you know, mostly variant 2 and 5. Brings me to my next question. After 100% variant 3 and 4, I have a lot of science rank up gems. How do I pull a void? Any secrets? The secret is to get a bald cap, and you could find that in the description. Use offer code not Taco Bell 20 to save 20%. And then your next pull is guaranteed void. It's like a coupon code, but you know, we do things digital these days, so it's just automatically applies. Up to 10 science and mystic crystal so far, still no void. Dang, dude. Well, on a serious note, I do hope you pull void soon, man. Good luck to you. These dual class crystals, they're good because they do allow us to target these champs, but at the same time, there's a lot of people, myself included, that just can't seem to pull the champion that we're going for. But good luck to you, man. Fun fact, the one time Brian went to a fast food restaurant, he robbed the cashier with a banana in a paper bag and stole their headset. He wore the evidence on his head for almost 5 years. And I was never busted. All right, on that note, I'm out of here, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Not during the daytime. I don't think. Maybe. Give it about a 20% chance. 20% chance a day stream. So probably not going to happen, but I do have a couple of videos that I've been meaning to upload, so there'll likely at least be something alive on the channel. And then, of course, we'll be back at night. So shout out to Egg Zeus for being tonight's biggest D. And yeah, and thank you to everyone else too. There's a bunch of other super chats and all that. I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.